situation has been sent to me so many times that now we have to talk about it. Basically, a rabbit rescue shared a post about taking in an entire litter of rabbits with splay leg. But first, in order to understand the entire situation, we have to talk about splay leg in general. Splay leg can either be inherited through genetic components where their connective tissues, bones, or both are weak, or caused by environmental factors such as being kept on slippery floors where the rabbit can't get enough traction to stand properly and therefore their joints become malformed. But regardless of the reason for the splayed legs, it is not something that's typically going to resolve. When caught before 5 to 8 weeks old, it can be managed to a certain degree with braces, physical therapy, and weight management, but it's typically not something that is ever going to go back to normal function. Affected rabbits will permanently need some sort of assistance with things like basic mobility, grooming, accessing food and water, and just a bunch of extra care. Moderate cases involve 1 to 2 legs that just slightly splay outward but are able to be pulled back in and used to assist with mobility, whereas severe cases are any number of legs that are severely splayed outwards, sometimes up to 90 degrees, and are not able to function even semi-normally. And any instance where the rabbit cannot hop even semi-normally and is dragging itself across the floor in any way automatically makes that case severe. And because function is almost always so impaired and the risk of developing painful conditions like arthritis is so high, even moderate cases really straddle that line between what can be humanely managed and what's a welfare concern. Rabbits with splay leg can very easily cross the threshold into failing the quality of life assessment that we give when determining whether a condition is humane to be continued. So now that you know a little bit about splay leg, let's take a look at the situation itself. These rabbits are reported to be 4 months old and all have a very severe case. They are 2 months past even the latest hope of doing anything about this and have basically aged out of any solution whatsoever. Basically, at this age, their joints are fully formed and there is no chance of changing their position. And it's not even just the joints where the legs are attached to the body that are affected. There's twisting near the paws as well. So even if that rabbit were to be able to pull those legs in, they still would not have mobility. So at just 4 months old, these rabbits are already in the category of their condition being so severe that they do not have a good quality of life. Because remember, that depends on the condition being able to be managed well and without discomfort. And the majority of those crucial options to do so, they're already way too old for. None of it's fixable, but they've even aged out of even making it a little bit better. And unfortunately, they're already seeing the negative effects of such a debilitating condition. This is a direct screenshot of the accompanying post that basically says that none of the rabbits can really move. They're experiencing extreme swelling and hair loss to the point where they can't even tell the gender of one of them, and one even lost its tail, likely from trying to scrape itself across the floor. And sadly, I don't think I really need to elaborate on how those symptoms showcase that issue. As much as I believe they probably think they're doing the right thing in caring for these rabbits, splay leg is a debilitating condition that no rabbit deserves to be put through. It's a gigantic breach of quality of life, and the best thing for the majority of animals that are affected are to put them out of their suffering. Because as much as we may want to fix everything, animal welfare isn't about what we want, it's about what's best for them. And sometimes that involves relieving them of the suffering that we can't fix.